This is genuinely exciting. That said, do you know what have you heard from players about concerns about returning to the sport and what might be going on back and forth on that front on the protocol?
Yeah, talking to a lot of players throughout the league, and there obviously is that concern, and that's where you're gathering your information from the medical professionals, and then how are we going to have a safe, healthy environment? And that's what the commissioner has said from day one, and he said that yesterday again, is when he addressed everybody of, look at the safety and health of everybody involved is at the forefront of this, and how do you have a competitive balance there with it's a contact sport. I mean, that's just the reality of it, and how do we keep our players safe and the officials as well? Let's not forget the officials that are going to be in the middle of this. So that's why there's this great optimism. And look, I mean, we're all living in a most difficult time, and it's hard to turn on the television and just hear, I don't want to say the negativity, but certainly just, bringing everybody down with what's gone on. And it's hard not to be, just whether it's personally or professionally or, just what's going on in society. But when you have this hope here about, oh, wow, maybe, in our little world, we're going to get back to seeing hockey, but to have the format out there that is just awesome. But then again, the hurdles are from the players' aspect of it is, okay, so how are we going to do this? How are we going to keep everybody safe? What happens if somebody does get sick? How is that going to be affected? Who's going to be doing the testing? How is that going to be administered? Who's going to make the final decision? All of those things are still, obviously have been talked about, Rich, but those things have to be, worked out. A lot of talk, and I've heard it with Major League Baseball and also with the NBA is, how are families going to be implemented here? I mean, you can only put these guys, or any situation, you can only put them in a bubble, and be protected so much. I mean, there's going to be outside, there's going to be outside structure there at some point. I mean, whether you're going into hotels, are hotel workers? I mean, that's
right.
That's one of the questions as well. If you're going into a hotel or a resort, are all these hotel workers going to be staying in these hotels and not going home and then coming back and working and cleaning your room or feeding serving the food, the bus drivers, all that kind of stuff. So there's so many things that, that obviously still need to be worked on, but that's why they have the committee, and this is, like I said, you're just 10 minutes into the first period of this whole game here to hopefully get us back sooner than later, and hopefully we're back at the end of July or early August.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.